Have you ever picked up the phone and felt that little knot in your stomach when a voice on the other end says, "This is important, you must act now"? What would you do if someone told you you'd be arrested for unpaid taxes, or that your grandchild had been in an accident and needed money immediately? How much would you trust a message that looks official, sounds urgent, and calls you by name? I'm about to share the 5 most common scams that break hearts, empty bank accounts, and ruin lives for seniors. Some of these may shock you. Stay with me, I'm going to take you step by step through exactly how these scams work, how scammers get into your life, and how they take money and identity. I will show you, very clearly, how to stop them before they start, what to do the moment something smells wrong, and the real steps to try to recover money if it's already gone. I'll walk you through the legal and practical routes. I'll be blunt, the last scam I'll cover is the most dangerous for seniors, and I will spend extra time showing you the techniques scammers use and the proper legal paths to fight back. Before we begin, if you want more videos like this practical, plain, and made for families, hit subscribe and tap the bell. Share this with a parent or grandparent before we move on, it might save them thousands. Scam number 1. Government impersonation scam. Imagine your phone rings. The voice on the other side sounds serious, even urgent. They tell you something like, "Sir, you owe taxes. If you don't pay right now, police officers will come to arrest you." Or maybe, "Your social security number has been suspended due to suspicious activity. Your pension or benefits will stop unless you confirm your banking details." That's how this scam begins. Criminals pretend to be government workers. They use fear as their main weapon. They may say you owe tax money or that your benefits are in danger. Then they pressure you to pay immediately, often asking for gift cards, wire transfers, or even cryptocurrency. Sometimes they send emails that look exactly like official government websites, tricking people into typing in personal or banking information. Let me share a real story. In Florida, an elderly woman got a call from someone claiming to be from Social Security. The caller said her number was linked to a crime and she needed to move her money into a safe government account. Terrified, she withdrew thousands of dollars and sent it in Bitcoin. The money was gone forever. This is exactly how scammers succeed. They create fear, rush you, and stop you from thinking clearly. Now I'll tell you how they trick people. They use fake caller ID so it looks official. They use threats, arrest, losing benefits, fines. They demand fast payment in unusual ways like gift cards or crypto. They send emails or texts with fake links to steal passwords. Victims often lose their life savings. But beyond the money, they lose peace of mind. Many seniors feel ashamed and don't even tell their families, which makes recovery harder. Remember, real government agencies never call suddenly demanding payment. They never ask for gift cards or Bitcoin. If in doubt, hang up and call the official number yourself. Before we move on, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because on this channel, my mission is simple, to keep seniors safe, informed, and always one step ahead of the scammers. Scam number 2. Medicare scam. Have you ever received a phone call where the person says, "Hello, this is Medicare. We're updating your records. Can you please confirm your social security number and your Medicare ID?" It sounds official, it sounds urgent, and for many seniors, it feels real. But let me tell you, this is a trap. This is what's called the Medicare scam. Scammers pretend to be from Medicare, or sometimes from private health insurance providers. They use words like benefit renewal, new card, or urgent medical update to pressure seniors into handing over their personal information. Now let me share a real story that happened in Texas. Mr. Johnson, a 72-year-old retiree, received a call one afternoon. The caller told him, "Your Medicare card is expiring. We're sending you a new one, but first, we need to confirm your banking details for the renewal fee." Mr. Johnson hesitated, but the caller insisted, "If you don't update now, you could lose coverage for your medicines and hospital visits." Afraid of losing his healthcare, he gave his bank account number. Within a week, over $3,000 was gone from his account. That's how dangerous this scam is. Scammers don't just steal money, they steal your peace of mind. How do scammers approach people? Scammers approach by phone calls pretending to be from Medicare or health services. Fake emails or letters with official-looking logos. Offering free medical supplies like braces or COVID-19 kits, but asking for your Medicare number first. Telling you there's a problem with your coverage unless you act immediately. Scammers use different techniques to steal money or data like 1. Phishing calls and emails that trick you into revealing personal info. 2. Billing fraud. They use your Medicare number to charge Medicare for services you never received. 3. Direct theft, asking for bank or credit card details for fees. After that, seniors lose money directly. Scammers may also steal identities, opening credit cards or taking loans in the victim's name. And worst of all, medical identity theft can mess up your real health records, which is dangerous. Here is guideline for you: remember. Medicare will never call you unexpectedly to ask for banking info or your Medicare number. They will never threaten to cancel your coverage if you don't respond right away. Never give personal info over the phone unless you called the official number yourself. Keep your Medicare card safe, just like a credit card. Scam number 3. Lottery/prize scam. Have you ever dreamed of suddenly winning the lottery, a free vacation, or a luxury car without even buying a ticket? Well, that dream is exactly what scammers use to trap seniors. This is the lottery or prize scam. The way it works is simple. You get a phone call, letter, email, or even a social media message telling you, "Congratulations. You've won millions of dollars, or a brand new car, or an all-expenses-paid trip." It sounds exciting, right? But here's the trick: they'll say, before you can claim your prize, you must first pay the taxes, the customs fee, or a small processing charge. And once you pay, they disappear. The prize never existed. Let me share a true story. Mrs. Thompson, a 75-year-old widow living in Florida, got a call saying she had won $2.5 million from a European lottery. The caller was polite, professional, and even sent her official-looking documents with logos and seals. They told her, "Ma'am, you're very lucky. We just need $1,200 in fees before we release your prize." Mrs. Thompson, filled with hope, sent the money by wire transfer. A week later, they called again, saying there was a small delay and another $3,000 was needed for customs clearance. She kept sending money until she had lost nearly $25,000, her retirement savings. When she realized the truth, it was too late. This is the sad reality. Scammers target seniors because they know many grew up trusting phone calls and letters. Now I tell you, how do scammers approach people? They send official-looking letters or emails with fake lottery logos. They call directly, often pretending to be from Publishers Clearing House, in the US, the National Lottery, in the UK, or some international lottery. They might even text you with a link that looks real. Here I tell you techniques they use. 1. Advance fee trick: pay taxes, fees, or insurance before you get the prize. 2. Fake checks: they mail you a check for part of the prize. You deposit it, but a few days later the bank says it's fake, leaving you responsible for the loss. 3. Pressure tactics: they say, "Act now or you'll lose your winnings." 4. Secrecy: they may warn, "Don't tell anyone yet. This must stay confidential." And after that, seniors lose thousands, sometimes their entire savings. Emotional damage is huge. Victims feel ashamed, guilty, and lose trust in others. Families often only discover it after the money is gone. Now I will guide you. How to prevent this scam. Remember, you cannot win a lottery you never entered. Legitimate lotteries never ask winners to pay fees up front. Be suspicious of anyone asking for gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency payments. If you get a call, hang up. If you get a letter, throw it away. Talk to a trusted family member before sending money to anyone claiming you won a prize. Scams like these break not just the bank, but the heart too. And sadly, they're becoming more common every single day. That's exactly why I'm making this video, to protect you and your loved ones. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Because the next scams I'm about to reveal are just as dangerous, and one of them might even shock you with how real it sounds, and last one is most common scams, so stay with me till end. Scam number 4. Tech support scam. Now let's talk about one of the most dangerous and sneaky scams targeting seniors today, the tech support scam. Imagine this, you're sitting at home, browsing the internet, and suddenly your computer screen turns blue. A loud alarm goes off, and a message pops up saying, "Warning. Your computer is infected. Call Microsoft support immediately at this number." This is exactly how thousands of seniors get trapped every single day. Let me share a real story. Mrs. Peterson, a 72-year-old from Florida, was terrified when her laptop suddenly froze with a message claiming her banking details were at risk. The screen told her to call Microsoft right away. In a panic, she dialed the number. A very polite man answered, calling her by name, and said he was from Microsoft's security department. He convinced her to give him remote access to her computer so he could fix the problem. What happened next? Within hours, $8,000 was transferred out of her bank account. The so-called support agent disappeared, and Mrs. Peterson was left devastated. Here I tell you how these scammers approach. They use fake pop-up messages on websites that look like real Microsoft or Apple warnings. They send emails or phone calls pretending to be official tech support. Once you call, they use scare tactics saying your computer is hacked, your accounts are exposed, or your data will be lost unless you act fast. And how do they steal your money? By tricking you into giving remote control of your computer. By asking for credit card details to pay for fake antivirus software. Or by secretly installing malware that steals your passwords and banking information. And when seniors provides all this information, they lose billions globally to tech support scams every year. And beyond the money, victims are left feeling unsafe, embarrassed, and even too scared to use their computers again. Now, the big question: how can you prevent this? 1. Remember, Microsoft, Apple, or any real tech company will never call you or send pop-up warnings asking you to call them. 2. If you see a scary message, don't click, don't call, just shut down your computer. 3. Install reliable antivirus software and keep it updated. 4. If someone calls you claiming to be from tech support, hang up immediately. But what if you've already been scammed? Disconnect your computer from the internet right away. Change all your passwords, especially for banking and email. Call your bank immediately to freeze your account and stop unauthorized payments. And here's a small tip: if a stranger ever pressures you to act fast, stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, would a real company ever demand this? The answer is always no. And now we come to the last scam, the most common, the most dangerous, and the one you must know about if you want to protect yourself and your loved ones. Scam number 5. Romance scam. Now, let's talk about one of the most heartbreaking scams of all, the romance scam. Unlike others, this one doesn't just target your money, it targets your heart. Mr. Johnson, a 68-year-old widower in Canada, joined an online dating site after losing his wife. He wasn't looking for much, just a friend to talk to. Soon, he met Linda, a kind and caring woman who said she was a nurse working overseas. She sent him photos, messaged him every day, and made him feel alive again. After months of sweet words and promises of meeting soon, she told him she had an emergency: her luggage was stuck in customs and she needed $2,000 to release it. Out of love and trust, Mr. Johnson sent the money. But then came more requests: money for hospital bills, money for travel tickets, money for her sick mother. By the time Mr. Johnson realized Linda was never real, he had lost nearly $50,000, and worse, he felt broken inside. This is exactly how romance scams happen. Scammers create fake profiles on dating sites, Facebook, or even senior community apps. They steal pictures from the internet to look real, and then they spend weeks or months building trust. They shower the victim with compliments, call them soulmate, and promise a future together. And then comes the trap. They claim an emergency like a medical bill, a travel problem, or a family crisis. They say they can't access their money and need your help. They may even ask for gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency because these are nearly impossible to trace. The impact is devastating. Seniors not only lose life savings, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, but also suffer emotional trauma. Victims often feel too embarrassed to tell anyone, and scammers use that shame to keep them silent. So how can you protect yourself or your loved ones? 1. Never send money to someone you've never met in person. Love does not ask for money. 2. Be careful with online profiles. If they look too perfect, they probably are. 3. Do a reverse image search. You might find that their photo is stolen from someone else. 4. Don't rush. Scammers will push you to act fast, but real relationships take time. And what should you do if you've already been tricked? Stop all communication immediately. Contact your bank to see if any transfers can be reversed. Remember this: if someone online seems too good to be true, they probably are. And if love ever comes with a price tag, it's not love, it's a scam.